Welcome back to Jamyy. English, I'm Jayz.
And I'm Amy. This week we have been building the language of connection, staying in touch, compliments, apologies, making plans. Today we look at the social skill that opens every door.
Small talk.
The short, light conversations you have before the real conversation starts, in the elevator, at the coffee machine, at a party where you do not know many people.
A lot of language learners find small talk surprisingly difficult, not because the vocabulary is hard. The vocabulary is actually very simple.
The difficulty is knowing how to start, how to keep it going, and how to move from small talk into something more real.
Today we teach you all three, and we do it with the kind of honesty that makes the skill actually useful.
Let's start with what small talk actually is and why it exists.
Small talk is not meaningless. It serves a real social function. It is a way of testing whether two people are willing to engage with each other. It is a low-risk, low-stakes way of saying, I am open to connection.
In many English-speaking cultures, especially British and American, skipping small talk and going straight to deep personal conversation feels uncomfortable.
Small talk is the warm-up. It signals that you are socially safe, that you can be comfortable with someone before you know anything real about them.
And once you have established that comfort, deeper conversation becomes much more natural.
So the first thing to understand about small talk is, it is not wasted time. It is building the ground for everything that comes after.
Now, let's look at the most common small talk topics. There are really only a few: weather, the immediate environment, what you are both doing at that moment, and very light personal questions.
Weather in particular gets a bad reputation. People say talking about the weather is boring, but weather is actually a very clever topic for small talk.
It is shared experience. Both people are experiencing the same weather right now. Neither person can be wrong about it. There's no risk of disagreement or offense.
So weather is actually a very safe and smart place to start.
Useful weather phrases, not just the boring version. Can you believe this weather? I thought summer was supposed to be here by now. This is the kind of day that makes me want to stay inside. At least the sun is out today. I heard it is going to get worse by Friday.
All of those are more engaging than just, nice day, is it not? They invite a response.
Now let's look at environment. Small talk. If you are in the same place as someone, you can comment on that place.
At a work event, they have really outdone themselves with the catering this time. At a coffee shop you both frequent, I think I have seen you here before. Do you work nearby? At a conference? How are you finding it so far?
Those questions are easy to answer and easy to build on. They are open enough for a short answer or a longer one.
Useful environment phrases. This place is always busier than I expect. Have you been here before? I really like what they have done with this space. Is this your first time at one of these? I did not expect it to be so well attended.
Now let's talk about how to keep small talk going, because many people start a conversation but then feel the silence coming and do not know what to do.
The key technique is called ask, answer, add. When someone asks you something, you answer it, and then you add a little more of your own, and then you ask them something back.
So if someone says, "Are you finding it cold today?" you do not just say yes. You say, "Yes, honestly, I was not prepared for it. I left the house thinking spring was here and then remembered I live in England. How about you? Are you cold-natured or do you not notice it?"
Answer, add, ask back. That keeps the conversation moving without it feeling like an interview.
Useful structures for adding to an answer. Honestly, I was just thinking that I have to say, you know what is funny? The thing is...
Those openers make your answer feel natural and personal. They take it from a one-word response to a small piece of you.
Now let's talk about transitioning from small talk into real conversation, because at some point you want to move from, "Can you believe this weather?" into something that actually matters.
The transition usually happens through a shared experience or a question that invites personal reflection.
Something like, "So how did you end up at this event?" Or, "Do you work around here? Or did you come from somewhere else today?" Or, "What do you do when you are not here?"
That last question is interesting. It is slightly more personal than, "What do you do for work?" It implies, "Tell me about your real life, not just your job title."
And people tend to respond to it differently, more openly.
Useful transition phrases. So what brings you here today? How do you know blank? How long have you been doing blank? What do you do when you are not here? Is this a regular thing for you?
All of those move the conversation gently from the surface into something more specific and real.
Now let's talk about what to do when small talk stalls, when there is a silence and you are not sure what to say next.
Silence in small talk is actually fine. Most people are more comfortable with a pause than we imagine. The key is not to panic and say something awkward.
If you feel a pause coming, you can use what is called a graceful exit, a phrase that ends the conversation warmly, so you can both move on without it feeling like failure.
It was really nice chatting with you. I should go and say hello to a few people. Enjoy the rest of the event. Great to meet you. I am sure I will see you around.
Those endings are kind and clean. They release both of you from the conversation without any awkwardness.
And if you want to continue the conversation another time, you can add, "We should grab coffee sometime," or "Let us exchange details."
Now, let's talk about small talk in professional settings, because office small talk has its own specific tone.
In a professional context, small talk usually happens at the start of meetings, in corridors, at the coffee machine, or at the beginning and end of calls.
How was your weekend? How are you finding the new project? Did you manage to get away over the holidays? How is the family?
These are all safe and warm. They show interest without being intrusive.
What to avoid in professional small talk, politics, unless you know the person very well, religion, salary, anything that could make someone feel evaluated or judged.
Useful professional small talk phrases. How has your week been? Good weekend? Did you catch the match? How is the team finding the new system? Any exciting plans coming up?
And responding well to those. Not too bad, busy but good. Just glad the week is almost done. Yes, really looking forward to it. How about you?
Short, warm, and they pass the conversation back. That is the rhythm of professional small talk.
Now let's look at small talk across cultural difference, because the rules and expectations vary enormously.
In some cultures, starting a conversation with a stranger is unusual and even unwelcome. If you walk up to someone in a queue and start chatting, they may look at you strangely.
In other cultures, not starting a conversation with a stranger feels cold. There is an expectation of warmth and contact even with people you have never met.
British small talk is famous for being indirect. People talk around things. They use understatement. Not bad means quite good. Not ideal means quite bad. I am not sure I entirely agree means I strongly disagree.
American small talk tends to be warmer and more direct from the start. People ask how you are and mean it as an opening, not necessarily a deep question.
And different cultures have different rules about eye contact, personal space, and how much to share about yourself in a first conversation.
Useful phrases for navigating this. I'm still getting used to how things work here. Is it normal to blank? Back home we tend to be a bit more blank. I hope I'm not being too blank. Do people here usually blank?
Those phrases show self-awareness. They invite the other person to help you understand the norms rather than you accidentally breaking them.
Now let's practice. A full small talk exchange from beginning to graceful end.
Ready.
I'm at a conference and I see Amy standing near the coffee station. These morning sessions always make me grateful for coffee. Are you a coffee person?
Completely, I would not have survived the 9 o'clock session without it. How are you finding the day so far?
Really good, actually. The first speaker surprised me. I was not expecting to find it that interesting. Have you been to this conference before?
This is my 3rd year. It gets better every time. The afternoon panel is usually where the most interesting conversations happen. Are you staying for that?
Definitely. I came all this way, so I want to get the most out of it. I am Jayz, by the way.
Amy, nice to meet you. How do you know about this conference? Did someone recommend it?
A colleague who came last year would not stop talking about it, and honestly, now I understand why. It is great to meet you, Amy. I'm going to grab a seat before it fills up. Enjoy the morning.
You too, nice to meet you. Maybe I will see you at the afternoon panel.
That full exchange had a topic, start, build, personal details, names, and a graceful exit, all in about 2 minutes of conversation.
And notice how comfortable it felt. Nothing forced, nothing too deep, just two people finding a small moment of connection.
That is small talk at its best.
Vocabulary review for starting small talk. Can you believe this weather? How are you finding it? Is this your first time? I think I have seen you here before.
For keeping it going. Ask, answer, add honestly I. Actually, I was just thinking, you know what is funny, the thing is?
For transitioning deeper. What brings you here? How did you end up doing blank? What do you do when you are not here?
For graceful exits. It was really nice chatting. I should go and say hello to a few people. Great to meet you. I am sure I will see you around.
And for professional small talk, how has your week been? Good weekend. Any exciting plans? Not too bad. Busy, but good. How about you?
Small talk is not small. It is the beginning of every real conversation you will ever have.
Practice it today. Next time you are waiting somewhere, try one opener.
Just one. See what happens.
We will see you tomorrow on Jamyy English.
Let's also look at some specific small talk situations that come up all the time.
The first one, you are introduced to someone at a gathering and need to carry the conversation for a few minutes.
The person who introduced you has gone off to talk to someone else. You are standing with a stranger. What do?
You lean on the shared context. You both know the person who introduced you. You are both at the same event. That is enough to start.
How do you know Sarah? Or have you been to one of these before? Or I have heard a lot about you from blank. All good things.
That last phrase, all good things, is a warm and socially smooth way to acknowledge that you have heard of someone without implying anything specific.
Useful phrases for being introduced. All good things. I've heard your name come up before. Oh, you two finally meet. Sarah speaks very highly of you.
The second situation, you are waiting in a queue or a waiting room with a stranger.
These situations feel awkward because you are in close proximity to someone for a known but indeterminate amount of time.
A light comment about the shared situation is perfect. Do you know how much longer it usually takes? I have been here longer than I expected. At least the wait gives me time to think.
Those are all invitations. The other person can engage or politely stay in their phone. Either is fine.
The third situation, ending a conversation gracefully when you are on a phone call.
This one trips people up in English. You need to signal that the call is ending without it being abrupt.
Anyway, I should let you go. I will not keep you any longer. I know you are busy. Right, I will leave you to it.
Those phrases are generous. They frame the ending as being considerate of the other person's time rather than your own.
That is a very English way to end a conversation. Pretend you are ending it for their sake, not yours.
It sounds slightly indirect, but it feels very natural and kind in practice.
Useful phrases for ending phone small talk. Anyway, I should let you go right. I will not keep you. I know you are busy, so I will leave you to it. Good to catch you. We should do this more often. Take care.
Now let's talk about something that helps small talk feel more genuine. The art of remembering and referencing things.
If you see someone regularly and you remember something they mentioned last time, referring to it as one of the most powerful small social gestures there is.
How did that presentation go? Did you ever sort out that situation with your neighbor? How was the trip you were planning?
Those questions tell the person, I listened to you, you mattered enough for me to remember.
Most people are not expecting to be remembered. When they are, the effect is immediately warm.
Useful phrases for referencing previous conversations. How did blank go in the end? Did you ever sort out blank? Last time we spoke, you mentioned blank. How did that turn out? I was thinking about what you said about blank.
You do not need a perfect memory, even asking about something vaguely. How did that thing you were working on go? Shows enough interest to make the person feel valued.
Now, let's talk about one small talk skill that is often overlooked, listening with your face.
What you do while someone else is talking matters as much as what you say.
Nodding, making appropriate sounds, saying things like, right, yes, exactly, I know what you mean. Oh, that is interesting, really.
These small sounds and responses tell the other person that you are tracking with them, that they are not just talking into empty space.
In English, silence while someone else talks can feel like disinterest. Active listening sounds are how you signal engagement.
Useful, active listening phrases. Right, yes, exactly. Oh, that is interesting. I know what you mean. Really, that must have been blank. I had not thought of it that way.
Small talk is a practice skill. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes, and the more natural it becomes, the more genuine the connections it creates.
Every conversation you ever have in English starts somewhere small.
Start there today.
We will see you tomorrow on Jamyy English.